Sorry, the sound system updated again, and I forgot to re-enable it. So there was a minute of silence. Whatever. I was saying, sorry for not getting a VOD out on YouTube yesterday, for one. And for two, RuneScape, I believe RS3 and Old School were both down for 15 hours. Or were supposed to be down for 15 hours, but then came back up like halfway through. Which kind of fucking sucks. Because I missed a day of grinding because of it. And then after which, I realized, oh, I should have streamed Viscera Cleanup Detail, or The Binding of Isaac, or CK3, or 100% Orange Juice, or, you know, just something. But I'm dumb. So I just didn't stream anything and took a break for a day, which was bad. I shouldn't have, but... Anyway, the goal today is I can stream for however fucking long I want. I woke up really late today. Anyway, my goal today is to get 2.5 mil. If we reach said goal, the new goal will be 2.6 mil. If we reach that goal, it'll be 2.65 mil, and if we reach that goal, it's going to be 2.7. And if that goal is reached, 2.75. I don't believe that we'll even hit 2.75, but I can hope. I need to reiterate my plan for membership once I get it. Also need to go and canvas all of my skills again. Okay, so my plan, to reiterate, is once we get member, we're going to grind out thieving to try and maintain member. Once we have managed to maintain member, we will be questing. After questing, we will be just, I guess, skill grinding for specifically like runecraft to maintain bonds further than just thieving would allow. And then, after the questing, the maintaining the bonds, which is then going to lead into skilling so that we can make this shit, we're going to get into doing a lot more skilling. And by a lot more skilling, I do mean something around the likes of getting, let's say, 80s in my skills. I want to get 99 in construction, which will happen after I've already got the 77 in runecrafting and have maintained like a couple hundred bonds in a bond pouch. After we've maintained a substantial amount of bonds with runecrafting, we're mostly going to go for 99 construction, which is going to be a long, arduous grind that's going to take fucking ages. After that, we're going to make all of the things in the house for the infinite storage, and then we're going to work on shit like these. Mostly go for around like 80 plus in agility, We're gonna have 99 thieving. Go for like 70 plus in herblore. A decent amount of fletching because I want to make dragon javelins. What do I need in fletching for dragon javelins? 92. That's going to be my goal in fletching. High expensive. So, we do thieving, questing, rune crafting, into construction, into agility, into fletching. And that's as far as I've thought. Because once I can make dragon javelins, I can just make a bunch of javelins to shoot with the heavy ballista. And then with that, I can do collection logs. Actually, I do have one more goal. After that is going to be the skill and grind to be able to do all the master clue steps. After the skill and grind for master clue steps, we'll be getting a bunch of the items stored around the map for a bunch of the different clues, so that we can do clue grinds. Then it'll probably be doing a bit of Slayer as a downtime. Maybe a bit of Hunter as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a stupid thing. I'm on Ultimate Iron Man, yes. But what I'm gonna do for my clue scrolls, specifically anything above hard, so elite and master clue scrolls, I'm not gonna open any of the caskets for a while. I'm gonna wait till I have 100 plus caskets for them. And I'm gonna store the caskets in a random storage somewhere. Probably somewhere in Varrock. Or it's probably going to end up being Varrock because that's a very centralized teleport location. Or somewhere over here. I did not mean to click into here. Somewhere over here. One or the other. Oh, battle axe. That's nice. Bond went up like crazy today. It's gonna go up and down a lot. Grand exchange. Old school bond. 7.1 mil. Holy fuck. It went up by it's gone up a lot. That's fucking insane. Oh, I won't even have... It'll be down a lot by the time that I'm done with this grind. It's gonna go down into a big pit that's gonna take it down to like 5 mil, and I'm gonna have like 4 mil at that point. And then it's gonna go skyrocket up to like 7 mil again. And by the time that I get 6 mil, it'll be down to like 6.7 mil. There's 64 hit points. Who's Woody? And I've been able to raid Wood recently because of my fucked up sleep schedule causing my streams to be really fucking weird. If I could have streamed this yesterday, I would be like level fucking 72 already in ranging, and I'd be going for 73 today. But sadly, because some bullshit happened, I didn't get to. Also, there's not going to be a stream tomorrow or the day after. That's a lie. There might be a stream the day after tomorrow, but there's definitely not going to be one tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be cooking for Thanksgiving, which is the day after tomorrow. And then the day after tomorrow, I'm still going to be cooking for Thanksgiving, but there might end up being a stream that day late at night, but I don't think there will be. But yeah. Anyway, you know how the game was supposed to be down for like 15 hours yesterday? Yeah, it wasn't down for no 15 hours. It was down for like fucking 6. And then came up. And I didn't know until it was already up for like 4.5 hours. If I recall correctly, it was down because of one of the centers that hosts the game had a like total fucking failure. I mean, I can see it being useful, it's just not going to be that useful. It's going to be useful when grinding cooking. And it's going to be useful when trying to get, like, a fuck ton of cooked shark. Because then I can fill the fishing barrel with shark, and then cook the shark, throw away whatever I burn on accident, and then I'll just have a bunch of cooked shark. There's a lot of places that you can get shark. Noted. Also, it wasn't just old school RuneScape that was down. I believe RS3 was also down yesterday. Bum bum bum. What drops the most noted raw shark? 205, 375. It's definitely the 375. Laurent's big chest drops 100 to 375 noted raw shark. That's wilderness? I'm gonna have to do it anyway. I'm pretty sure that there's shit in that chest that I need for collection logs. Anyway, how are you, Expensive, and what are you up to? Me 4.5 hours to get the fish barrel. Now I'm fishing. I have no clue what the fuck that is. I'm trying to think of what I want my second 120 to be. Because I know I want Runecraft to be my first 120. I know for a fact I want Runecraft to be my first 120. Which is going to be very fun. The question is, which of these next skills do I want a 120 on? I'd like health. 120 in health would be funny. But for me to get 120 in health, I would have to get 120 across 3 different attack things. 3 different combat skills, basically. So that can't be a second, it has to be at least a fourth. $120 Slayer would be fun. Oh, I have a question about Slayer. I do have one question about Slayer. So, you remember me asking about the Slayer Master that gives you a specific place you have to kill the enemy, right? You remember how there's the Slayer Master that gives you a specific place? Okay, so my question is this. Is there any reason why I would ever have to go to any other Slayer Master other than them? I know that the Wilderness one gives you more XP for a Slayer task, but it's a lot sketchier to do. Can that one even take you to the... Can the one that gives you the place to do it also take you to the Wilderness? Because if it can, then I should not do it that way. But it's probably a low chance to get sent to the Wilderness, so... I have a lot of questions about Slayer stuff. Hold on, let me look up names so that I'm not just saying Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. Just give me a second, I'm gonna start the attack on the next ogre and then look it up. Slayer Master OSRS. There are a bunch of Slayer Masters. So Konar gives you a specific location to kill the Slayer monster. You can unlock them at level 75 Slayer. Oh no, level 75 just combat. It doesn't have to be Slayer. Okay. So my question is, can Konar send you into the middle of the fucking wilderness to kill shit? Because if Konar can send me to the wilderness, then it's not in my best interest to do that. I mean, it's more in my interest than doing Wilderness Slayer, but it's still more dangerous than doing regular Slayer. Every monster can mostly be killed anywhere in the game. Yeah, but Konar tells you where to cook them. Konar tells you where you have to kill them. No, they cannot. Okay. Here, I'm gonna send you the page that I'm looking at the moment. Because I have no clue where like most of these places are. There's like a list of all these places. Isn't the God Wars dungeons in the wilderness? This is all in non-wildy? It is? I can't tell. No, it's not. It's next to it. I'm pretty sure. So, Slayer tasks can also include bosses, right? My question is, does that include the King Black Dragon? Because that's in the wilderness. The arena itself isn't, but the way to get to the arena is. So I'm asking, can it be like any boss in the game? Can it tell me to go kill the King Black Dragon? Can it tell me to go kill lava dragons? Can it go tell me to fucking, I don't know, murder trolls or whatever? Because I know that they can tell me to go kill Onko. That's at the very top of this list. Almost at the very top. And there is the Stronghold of Security, Stronghold Slayer Dungeon, and Catacombs of Koran, which I don't know where the latter two are. It's not really up to me. They will tell me exactly what I have to kill and where to kill it with her. No, they never give you assignments of places where to kill. That's Konar's entire thing, is telling you where to kill them as well. Not wildy. Okay. You've never seen it. Well, that link that I sent you has a list of every single task that Konar can give you and where they tell you to do it. And I have no clue if literally any of these are in the wilderness. Because boss can mean literally fucking anything. And by me doing Konar's things, I get brimstone keys, don't I? Which that brimstone chest has a bunch of shit. Is there anything in the brimstone chest that's in a collection log? Is there anything in any of the Slayer things for a collection log? Like, if I were to do Wilderness Slayer, do they have a specific chest that you only can open by doing Wilderness Slayer? Because if my goal is to finish my collection logs, then I'm gonna have to do Wilderness Slayer if there's a collection log locked behind doing Wilderness Slayer. Okay, is there a collection log item unlocked behind Laurent's chest? That's the question. Is there a collection log item in Laurent's chest? Because I don't know where I would even look for this in here, so. You had an ad. Well, we're 30 minutes in. Of course you had a 30-second ad. LeBron. It's somewhere in collection logs, but we don't know where. Got it. Should be here, right? I'll find it sometime. The goal is to complete collection logs while I'm doing Slayer's stuff. Right now we are a total level of 742. We are a combat level of 68.7. We're gonna need a combat level of 75 to even touch Konar. So we still got a ways to go. LeBron chest. So I assume in Laron's big chest, the collection log item is the Dagon High outfit at 1 in 256 chance for each piece. And the small chest is completely useless. So never, ever, 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 ever open the small chest. It's not worth it. There's no collection log in it whatsoever. And to get those, I have to do Wilderness Slayer. If I did 1,000 Wilderness Slayer without dying, I could probably get the full outfit. I would be above drop rate for it. Okay, I'm learning slowly. I think my goal for collection logs is going to be something like this. Wanting to complete other. The exception to this being all pets and skilling pets. Those will be saved for later. And then go to mini games, bosses, raids, clues, and then back to pets. Pets should be finished by the time that I've got all that other stuff done. A question, can you hear anything in the background? Okay, cool. My sound stuff had to update again, so I had to fuck with my sound again. I'm trying to make sure that you're not hearing anything you're not supposed to. That means that I also have to go fix Discord. Hold on. Okay. Everything should be fixed. Also, I'm not even going to worry about collection logs. Collection logs are not going to happen for a while. We're going to be doing quests first. After quests, we're probably going to be doing favor. After favor, we're probably going to be doing achievements. And then after achievements, collection logs. And after all of that, combat tasks. Combat tasks are the last thing that I want to do. I am fucking terrified of doing combat tasks. Yeah, while you got water, I over here have me some tea with rum. Any more questions about Slayer? Yeah, one more. What is the hardest thing that you can get as a Slayer that is not a boss? Yeah, what is the hardest non-boss Slayer task that you can get? Is it wyverns? Is it worms? Is it onkos? Like, what is it? I want to know. I'm curious. What is the one thing that I should skip if given? Also, there should be 2 ways for you to not get any ads, by the way. Expensive. Let me look at my dashboard real quick for my stream manager. You should not get ads if A, you're subbed, B, if you're a VIP. You hate Black Demons, Fire Dragons, and Specters, and Hellhounds. They have high defense, and so slow XP per hour, it takes a long time. By the time that I do Slayer, I'm planning on having at least 80 in all of my combat stats. You can block specific tasks. So that they can't give you those tasks? Weird. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try not to block any tasks. Okay, that's a lie. I'm gonna block at least one. I'm gonna block King Black Dragon. Boss Slayer task, because, oh god, that sounds awful. Ew, fucking hell. I'm pretty sure that you can get a King Black Dragon Slayer task where you have to kill King Black Dragon specifically, which sounds fucking awful. Because King Black Dragon 1 is in the middle of the wilderness, 2 is also a boss, is it not? So that just sounds all around atrocious to do. I'm probably gonna block all bosses that are in the middle of the wilderness from my Slayer tasks, simply because they're bosses in the wilderness. You can get assigned to kill King Black Dragon by Konar, by Niev, and by Durandel, the 3 highest level Slayer Masters. And I'm planning on only going to Konar. I'd just rather not get them at all. Like, the King Black Dragon seems like it's gonna be really hard, and then on top of that, it doesn't have that good of drops. But then again, doing bosses for Slayer tasks, don't bosses have higher chances of dropping Brimstone keys? I'm gonna have to kill King Black Dragon for the fucking Prince Black Dragon anyway. Also, quick question, explain Deadman mode. From what I understand, Deadman mode can be killed basically anywhere that's not inside a city on any server. No. Give me a rudimentary explanation of anything else that might be going on with it. Because I'm thinking of starting another account after this, and that one I'll allow myself to get a bond with from someone. Because it's not going to be Ultimate Iron Man, it's going to be Deadman. And my plan is to try and see how far I can get in Deadman before dying. Because that sounds stupid as hell. And if I can get PK'd just outside of fucking Varrock, it's going to be hard. I think I might have put too much rum in my tea. It tastes more like rum than it does tea, and that's not good. I wanted it to taste more like tea with a hint of rum, not rum with a hint of tea. It would be interesting. I would not do that until this one is practically done, because I want to have a good feel for the game when I do it. And by when this one's practically done, I mean by the time that I have 99 in all my skills and I'm practically done with the game. Because, oh god, I need to at least know what the fuck I'm doing before I touch that. The dead man, when I do make it, is going to be like actual hardcore, not OSRS hardcore. When I die on that dead man, I'm going to delete that account. I'm not gonna ever touch it again. That's why I'm scared to touch it yet. But that's my plan for that. It'll happen sometime. But it sounds like it would be fun. Plus, Deadman has a bunch more drops from a bunch more different things. Okay, I think I might make one exception for deaths. I think that a death to a boss should not count on the Deadman. I think a death to a random player should. For if I'm going to actually, like, stop playing once I do die. Because I think I want to be able to die to NPCs, but not people on that. I think that's the goal. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. Because there's no such thing as Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man, otherwise I would have chosen it. This account's entire goal is to not die. Get as far as I can without ever dying. I want to experience the entire game without dying. I want to be able to kill anything I want without dying. If I do die the first time, we will have a picture, a screenshot of my first death and what killed me. I have RuneLight set up so that it will take a screenshot when I do die. It has not happened yet. There have been some close calls, like with Obor, but it's not happened yet. When I do die, there will be a screenshot posted in the Discord of my first death, and then there will be a screenshot of the gear that I had and of my stats when I died. We will have an active watch for when I died. When I die again, we'll do the same thing. But I'm going to try to die as few times as I possibly can. If I die once, that's probably better than like 99% of the player base. If I never die, well then there's probably still like a few other people that have never died in this game. But I get to say that I never died on my first ever playthrough of this game, so. Yeah. Once we do die, the goal will shift, and I will be able to play more sporadically. Because I will be less worried about the first death, but we're still going to try to not die as many times as possible. You remember how like a decade ago, there was a viral video of a guy playing music with marbles in this big ass wooden machine? The marble machine, you remember that? I'm just curious. Okay, yeah. He's working on the third iteration of the machine at the moment. This is his latest video of him actively working on it, posted 6 hours ago. And yeah, this is the original. The next one is very different looking, and then he's trying to fix any issues that were in the first two so that he can build the third one. But yeah, if you want to watch any of his shit, it's Wintergatan. Wintergatan. He's got 2.5 million subs on YouTube. But maybe some people have actually completely forgotten about him after, you know, only seeing a single video from like a decade ago that went viral. And wanted to know what the fuck was going on with him today. So there it is. I'm sub to him, obviously. But yeah. The shit that he does is pretty interesting. There's a video on his channel from, I don't know, a few months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. Yeah, right here, a year ago. Playing 30,000 marbles, Marble Machine X accuracy test. He's trying to make it so that the newest one has absolutely 0 failures, because the first one could fail a lot, and the second one failed less often, but it still failed from time to time. So what he's trying to do is make the third one yeah, it's pretty interesting shit. All of the more recent videos have been him designing stuff for the new Marble Machine. The Marble Machine is quite the wonder, because there's nothing quite like it in the world. I cannot think of anything quite like the Marble Machine at all. Most things that play music that are not completely digital are highly mechanical and require a lot of input from the person playing it. While the Marble Machine, all it needs you to do is turn a fucking crank, and then it'll play whatever song you just programmed it to play. And it's 100% mechanical. So it's very interesting to see. Yeah, okay. I believe that the first machine was almost completely made of wood. The second machine was made of a mix of wood and cut steel. I think the third machine's gonna be almost entirely made of steel. Because it's gonna be like the finalized version of itself. I don't know, it's gonna be weird. I want to see what it ends up looking like. Expensive, you're gonna get an ad in like a minute. You're gonna get an ad in like a minute. Because, oh no, not a minute. In another 30 minutes, I'm dumb. That's not every 30 minutes in, it's every hour 30 minutes in. I'm big dumb. Don't listen to me. You're gonna get an ad in about 31 minutes, not a minute. I completely missed everything. I'm not gonna stop gaining ranged XP. To be honest, range and magic are probably gonna be the two combat skills that I max first. Even if my melee stats are what I'm gonna be using mostly. Because I do still plan on getting that crystal halberd. One, because I actually do need a crystal halberd for the corporeal beast. And two, because it's a fucking halberd and I want it. Because there's a combat task for killing the corporeal beast with a special attack from a crystal halberd. I still don't know how you do special attack. Yeah, I don't know how you use that. You can't click on it. You can't do anything with it. It's just there saying 100 at all times. Because your weapon doesn't have a special attack? I don't think that there's any weapon in free-to-play that has a special attack. I mean, the best that we have is a rune sim. I would expect the Baronite Mace to have a special attack, because it's a collection log item that you have to actually grind for. I would expect it to have a fucking special attack. But it doesn't. Anyway, Wintergarten, whatever the fuck. The guy with the marble machine, I believe that it's an entire band. He's just the one that guy's just the one that's responsible for actually building that shit. But I believe that there is an actual whole band. Imagine not grinding your ranged when I'm about to pass you in like a day or two. I mean, if I actually just sit here and grind my ranged, I will probably pass you in like by the time that I get done with this grind. Imagine just sitting there. Ooh, only at 74 ranged. Only 94 thieving. Not even 99. Is almost all of your runecraft from playing the minigame? I mean, my stats are pretty fucking good for what I've done. I've fucking done nothing. $2.63 mil. Imagine having played months more than me and not having a single 99 skill. Wow, couldn't be me. I forget where I go to look at that. Oh, it's here. 8 days, 21 hour. Fire making doesn't count. I know what you did to get your 99 fire making. Sitting there and throwing woods on the fire to kill some big pit in the middle of nowhere doesn't count. And as you've said, 99 fire making. 99 fire making, as you have said before, is the easiest of the 99s to get. You don't even have 99 thieving and you're so close. I mean, I'm gonna do 99 thieving in one go. I'm gonna go from 1 to 99 just so that I can go and get a fuck ton of bonds. Hell, I didn't even go for fucking 70 crafting in one go because I could not take fucking sitting there making tiaras for another fucking month. You know what would be nice? It would be nice if people in chat could choose what music was playing in your game. If people on Twitch chat could choose any one of the available songs that you have unlocked to just play. I mean, with the exception of the one song that was fucking stolen. Cough cough, nudge nudge. You can? I mean, no you can't, but okay. Okay, expensive. Get fucking Grumpy to start playing right now. Via Spotify? No, fuck that, that's stupid. I don't like Spotify. I think I dropped a full helm and a battle axe. I mean, we were at 2.4 mil when we started, and we're about to hit 2.5 mil, which was my first goal today. Let's look at how many kills we've got. 2,530. Damn. Still no more shaman masks, sadly. I would love to have a day where we actually get good enough drops that we can get 1 million in one stream. Le boop. Le boop. No drops in a while. Sad. Okay, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. I wish that I kind of had a Steam Deck, because then, while I'm doing this shit, I could be playing like The Binding of Isaac on my Steam Deck. It's just be playing like 2 different games at the same time. I'm 2k off of my first goal. My first goal was 2.5 mil. Second goal is 2.6 mil, and I don't know how long I'll be streaming, probably around 5.5 hours. Expensive, you're probably going to be asleep by the time that I finish streaming? Sleeming? What the fuck's sleeming? Yeah, I might go work on, after finishing up with this off stream. I'm probably gonna work on some more Binding of Isaac stuff, because I've been having a lot of fun with the Binding of Isaac. I was also thinking of reinstalling a few games, specifically Cyberpunk and either Fallout 4 or New Vegas. Anyway, the thing that I was thinking of doing was playing some more Binding of Isaac and trying to go for all of these achievements. Excuse me, what? One of 637 achievements. Today, unlocked Rune of Dagaz. Yesterday, I unlocked all of these achievements. Why the fuck are my achievements gone? What? Something weird's going on Steam. At least in old school RuneScape, at least my goal is actually like feasible. This goal is actually plausible. You could actually do what I'm wanting to do. Like doing everything from quests, achievements, combat tasks, collection logs, your favors, all of it. All of that. And then 99ing all of your skills and 120ing at least one. Everything there is doable without dying on an Ultimate Iron Man. It's all doable. It might take a while, but it's very doable. Meanwhile, in my other game, if I wanted to do the same thing, basically max everything, the idea is not doable at all. To be able to do it, I would have to kill, I believe it's 3.3 billion of every single enemy in that game, and 3.3 thousand of every boss in that game to max out my bestiary, which is not possible. One, because the bombers in that game, there's only 6 of them that spawn at a time with a minute between their respawns. They only spawn at night, which lasts, the same amount as the day. So, you get 6 kills, night's about 5 to 10 minutes long. So you get 6 kills, multiply that by about, let's say, fucking 10. So you get 60 kills a night every 20 minutes. Every 10 minutes to 20 minutes, right? So, for me to kill 3.3 billion of those, it would already take way longer than I'm gonna fucking live for. And there's multiple enemies like that. Killing 3.3 billion of every single enemy in that game is not possible. There's also no reward for maxing your bestiary, or literally doing anything much with your bestiary. All the rewards for your bestiary end when you get to bestiary level, I believe 5. Not 5, level 9, I believe. Which requires you to kill, 10,000 enemies, which is easily doable before you even get to the mid-game. So yeah, there's no reward after that. There is now more of a reward. They introduced levels now. You can actually level your account, and a bestiary level, one bestiary level is a 10th of a bestiary milestone. And a bestiary level is gained by killing X amount of X enemy. The more of said enemy you kill, the more enemies you have to kill for the next level, right? So, once you kill 10, that's one milestone. Once you're at bestiary level 9, that's the last active upgrade. Then every bestiary milestone, every other bestiary milestone, you get 2 HP. And every 10 bestiary milestones, you get 1 strength. So, the maximum level, I believe, is level 500 something, which is not that much. You get like 50 something strength. Anyway, we're at 2.5. Okay, so now you get, I believe, 10 XP per bestiary level and 50 XP per bestiary milestone. These levels do nothing except for display a number next to your name in game. You can change the color of that number depending on what level you are. Right now, I am in the top the top 5% of players in that game, and I'm in like the top 1% for Iron Man players in that game. Because I've done a lot. I've basically done everything. I'm only in the mid game. There's still the end game and late game for me to do, which is just me sitting there grinding out 14,000 completions of dungeons, killing about 50,000 kills on Kudra, just so that I can get the 1 in like 70,000 drop for the Enrager. But yeah, I'm practically as far into there as you can get without wanting to pull your hair out, because it's just so mind-numbing to just sit there for days straight mining the same gemstone so that you can get enough money to go grind dungeons to buy the item that you can maybe drop 1 in every 1,000 runs, so that you can then go do Kudra to maybe get the 1 in 70,000 drop. Oh yeah, and if you look in the Skyblock, I did do a different thing. I have OSRS UIM planning and calculations, and then I have Skyblock Iron Man planning and calculations. If you look in the Iron Man planning and calculations one for Skyblock and scroll up to where it says Catacomb enemies and goes over all of the drops that I need from Catacomb enemies, that is the hardest section of the entire thing. It is harder than getting the 1 in 70,000 drop. It is harder than doing the 14,000 completions of dungeons. It is the one thing that no one has ever done in that game. Why? Because it's stupid. It is very, very stupid. So basically, every single item in that list needs to have a 50% boost on it. That boost is random, from anywhere from 0 to 50%. When it's at 50%, it upgrades the rarity, which upgrades the damage and all of that equipment stats. Basically, the entire goal is to get all of the 50% and everything in Catacombs, right? The issue is that all of this needs you to play 4 different levels of dungeons. Master Floor 7, which currently no one can do because they nerfed the fuck out of all of your weapons, so it's literally impossible. Then there's Master Floor 3, there's Floor 4, and Master Floor 2. Those are the 4 levels that you have to kill, hopefully get the like 1 in 1,000 drop for the item, and then hope that it's the 1 in 51 chance that it's a 50% boost, which is the rarest. So it's actually more like a 1 in like 20,000 drop from them. And you have to do that with every enemy, with every piece of gear that they drop. Like, here's one right here. Skeleton Master on Master Floor 7. You would have to kill it to get 5 different drops. You would have to get the 50% boost on the bow, as well as the full set of armor, which is all 4 pieces. And then on top of that, you would have to then do enough runs of dungeons to get a thing called a recombobulator. A recombobulator is going to cost you 5 mil per, straight out of the chest in dungeons. What a recombobulator does is increases the item's level again. So it'll increase the level from epic to legendary, or legendary to divine, or mythic, or whatever, right? It'll increase it 1 level. So you have to get all of these 50% base stat boosts on every single piece, and then you have to get a recombobulator for each and every one of them. A recombobulator is rare as hell, first off. Second off, they're expensive as fuck. The best money-making method is sitting there for days on end, mining jade. So you have to sit there mining jade for days at a time, just so that you can afford to go buy a recom, to go spend the money on recomming that item, to then put it in the museum that no one's ever gonna see. And then on top of that, there's an achievement for killing a death mite, an enemy that one-shots you no matter what armor you're in. It is a one-shot kill, unless you are in literally the tankiest armor set in the game, then it's a 2-shot kill. And the achievement is to kill it. It has 1 trillion health. And then on top of that, there's other things in this list, like Frozen Adventurer, 50% boosted Ice Ray Wand, and Shadow Assassin, 50% boosted Silent Death. The Shadow Assassin and Frozen Adventurer are like mini bosses in the dungeon. They don't spawn but like 1 or 2, maybe 3 per level, and they only start showing up after floor 4. And you have to kill them on Master Floor 7 specifically, so that they are the highest grade of that item. Because if you killed a Shadow Assassin on floor 5, but the floor 5 one's going to have lower stats than one killed on floor 6 for the weapon. So you have to make sure that you're killing it on the highest floor that they spawn. On the highest floor, they have more health than all of the bosses of like every previous floor. It is insane. Oh yeah, and then you have to get all of these shiny handles. A shiny handle has like a 1 in 5,000 chance of appearing instead of a normal handle. Basically, a normal handle, I believe, has like a 1 in I don't know how much. You have to get 5 of these shiny handles, and then you have to get 5 full sets of the shiny armor. Let me look at the drop rate for it. The drop rate for this, depending on if you're playing floor 7 or master floor 7, is a 0.09% chance, or on master floor 7, a 0.11% chance. On top of that, it's then a 1 in 5,000 chance of it being shiny, and that's only on Master Floor 7. And you have to get 5 of them as shiny, and then 5 of the armor sets as shiny. If you wanted to get everything. It being shiny increases the stats like by 0.01%. That's all it does. And even that, I think, was removed, so it being shiny does literally nothing other than state that it's shiny. So yeah, your reward for getting that, like, 1 in 100,000 drop is literally just bragging rights. It's really ass. Imagine killing what is the item that everyone wants? Let's say that you had to do the thing that you do for the Infernal Cape, but like, let's say that you had to do it 1,000 times. Let's say that the only thing that it did was say shiny Infernal Cape. There was no stat boost, no nothing. It was just a big fucking flex. That's it. That's the equivalent. Ah, yeah, I got me that shiny Infernal Cape. I only wasted 4.5 years of my life. It's so dumb. If you're gonna have something like that, at least make it rewarding. If you're gonna have this special variant that's astronomically harder to get, because you have to clear a floor that has, I believe, 1,000,000 times the HP of the floor that you can originally get the item on, to have a 1 in 1,000 chance of it even happening, you should get a fucking reward. Not just bragging rights. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. I wish that I could make a game. I wish that I was smart enough to make a game, because I've had an idea for a game that I would want to make. The issue is I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no clue how to use Blender or like anything, let alone how to model an entire world, let alone fuck tons of NPCs and enemies and a bunch of other shit. I don't know how to make my own particle effects or any of that. It would be literally way too much learning for me to care. I have my idea and my idea is good. I have pitched my idea to many people and people have said that it's a fun idea. The issue is I don't know how to make it, and even if I did, a single person making something that big would probably take like the rest of my life. So no, it's not a good idea. And you can't sell your idea to game companies because they're not gonna buy it. One, because why would they make this new game that this random schmuck just threw at them when they could just remake the same game that's made them hundreds of millions of dollars for the 12th year in a row? Cough cough sports games. Cough cough fucking shooters. Literally, why would they waste their time developing this new game just because they can just, you know, push out the same shit that they made last year or the year before it, or the same thing they made back in 1999 and make a couple $100 million easily. All they gotta do is smack 2023 or 2024 on it and then it sells. Ah, here's Madden 2024. It's the exact same as fucking Madden 20. It's the same thing as the fucking first one. The only difference? Well, now you can't play as the old characters, but you get to play as some of these new ones. That's it. That's the entire difference. What are you talking about? You want new things? No. You want to eat the same hot garbage we've been feeding you for the past 24 years. It's kind of like Mario. A lot of the Mario games, there are exceptions, but a lot of the Mario games are the same old, just with better graphics each time. The level design may be slightly different between fucking Super Mario Bros. And one of the more recent ones for 3DS, but it is the same game with slightly better graphics each time. The only difference is when they add new mechanics, like with fucking the newest ones, where you have Cappy or Super Mario Galaxy, shit like that. Even Super Mario 64 was a big step in a different direction from all previous Mario games. And then it's just the same old, always coming out time after time after time after time after time. Same thing with a new coat of paint every time. At least in some of the Kirby games, there's new enemies. There's actual, like, new story. It's not just, oh no, they captured Princess Peach again. We gotta go save her. Here's the same map layout and enemies as we had back in 1992. Fucking early Mario is where it was at. Fucking Sunshine in 64. That kind of shit was great. I heard that they were remaking Sunshine, which I don't know if it's true, but I would 100% play a remake of Sunshine. The old one, it does not hold up that well. Like, you may have loved it when it came out, like, back in 2002, but, like, its controls do not hold up well at all. I'm trying to think of more games. Shit like Crash Bandicoot is kind of like the same old, Ratchet and Clank, all that shit. The difference is that they have different stories between their games. Meanwhile, you go play if you go play the second most recent COD game and then play the most recent COD game, they're gonna be the exact fucking same. They're gonna be carbon copies of each other with a slightly different campaign and new fucking zombies maps. Other than that, they're gonna be carbon copies of each other. The golden age for when games were actually, you know, being different, when like they came out with a new COD or a new game, was back when they were making like Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was very different, and then they drove it into the fucking ground. It was a good idea, and then they drove it into the ground with the very next release, because they tried to capitalize on the success of it by making it again, just with more maps and shit, which killed it. Infinite Warfare was nowhere near as popular as Advanced Warfare. They tried their hand at a new zombies approach with extinction game modes in Call of Duty Ghosts, Extinction was actually pretty fucking fun. It was a good idea. And then no one fucking played it. Because they're like, what is this shit? It's not zombies. I don't want to play this. Because people were too used to the same old that they've been fed for the past like fucking 20 years. Which just killed the creativity that they were actually trying to put forth. So it's just like, oh, now the fucking community for the game just killed off the one bit of creativity that was put into their game in the past 10 years. Which is really fucking sad. Hell, if you look at the most recent Siege thing, the new operator in Siege, I don't play it because I don't do PvP, but the new operator in Siege is just a reskinned fucking IQ. It's a reskinned operator from like the very beginning of Siege, just on the opposite team. It's literally IQ, but on defense instead of attack. That's the entire thing. There's no creativity at all. And this is from a game that claimed that they were going to have 100+ operators. And that was their goal. If you look at Smite, Smite sells itself as the battleground of the gods. If you look at their fucking roster, they're doing an event with Old School RuneScape at the moment. You can play as a fucking gnome from Old School RuneScape in Smite right now. How is a gnome a god? How the fuck should I know? How the fuck is King Arthur a god? How the fuck should I know? They shot themselves in the foot. Instead of making the actual gods, they started just being like, oh, here's Rick and Morty. Oh, here's Old School RuneScape. And just selling out to a bunch of different companies to try and promote their game. It's like, you sell yourself as the battleground of the gods, why are you adding all of these things that aren't anywhere near being a god? Like, explain to me how a gnome from Old School RuneScape is a fucking god. Like, I understand if you want to add Hercules. Hercules is a fucking demigod that becomes a god. It's pretty fucking simple. You could literally add Zagreus. You could add so many different gods from different things. I'm pretty sure that they don't even have the Roman Pantheon in Smite. I need to look. I need to look now. I'm pretty sure that they do not have the Roman gods in the game at all. Greek, Maya, Slavic, Roman, Hindu, Voodoo, Egyptian, blah 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 blah. Roman Cupid, Roman Discordia. Is that all of their Roman gods? Hercules. Pretty sure Hercules is Greek. Okay, so they do have some Roman gods, but they're like missing a lot of Roman gods. You know, kind of like the fucking world's missing a bunch of Roman gods. Anyway, there's a lot of shit that they could have done. Instead, they're adding fucking shit that has nothing to do with gods. I used to play this game. I was actually pretty fucking good at it. I found some a glitch in the game that allowed you to use all of your abilities at once, which just absolutely one-shot anything. It was fun. I don't do it anymore because PvP, but anyway. How can you sell yourself as a game that's about the gods and then just start adding 50 million things that have nothing to do with gods? Imagine if old school RuneScape added suddenly an event with Bethesda where just this high poly fucking dragon of fucking, I don't know, let's just say that it's Alduin. Why the fuck would they ever do something like that? That'd be very stupid to have this high poly fucking Alduin model just in the game somewhere as like this raid boss. That'd be stupid. There's like a fuck ton of gods that they have not added into Smite, yet they're adding non-gods to Smite. Okay, good night, expensive. But like, seriously? They could easily add the Greek Titans to the game. I'm pretty sure that they only have like 1 or 2 Titans when there's like 1,000 of them. They have, I don't think that they have Cerberus. Maybe they do. But like, they could, if they have Cerberus, why not add the Hydra? If they have any of them, why not add Orthus? Or, you know, any of this. They have fucking Medusa, but they don't have Echidna or Typhon. There's so many easy and good ideas that they could throw at the game. But they're too busy adding non-gods to their, quote, battleground of the gods. And then on top of that, I played it on fucking Xbox. If I even wanted to get back into it, I wouldn't get any of the shit that I had on Xbox on PC. So it's like completely fucking dead and gone. I can't even do it if I wanted to. It's so stupid. Like, they added Medusa. Medusa's very much not a god. They could add Chaos, they could add Typhon, they could add Echidna, they could add the Lunarian Hydra, the Nemean Lion. Although the Nemean Lion was already in the game, I have a fucking clip of me fucking two-shotting it. Which was actually really fun. Two-shotting it as Nike. But there's so much shit that they could add. It's so fucking easy. They could add a Uranus, Typhon, Pontus, Aether. There's so many. They don't even have fucking Helios. And Helios is like probably one of the easiest ones that they could add. They could add Pan, the one and only Greek god to have ever died. Hephaestus, Persephone, there's so fucking many. Yet like, for some reason, they're like, oh, You know what? Let's just stop at the fucking Olympians. Who gives a damn about first generation Titans? For some reason. Hell, they could add Atlas. I'm pretty sure Atlas isn't in the game. It's so fucking simple. Like, you can look up a list of the Greek gods and see that they have not added, like, even a 15th of it. Just from the Greek gods, yet they're running out of ideas. They have Scylla, Skia, whatever the fuck. I don't care. They have her, but not Charybdis. They have her, but not Echidna. No carries, no anything. Like, if you look at a god in Smite, you can name another fucking 20 plus that they have not added without overlapping gods that they have not added. Just from their same fucking thing. Because if they're gonna include fucking Medusa, then why the fuck would you not include the Lunarian Hydra or the Sphinx? Both of them are just as fucking much of a god as a Medusa. Medusa's not even a god, it's just a monster. Hell, Medusa isn't even, like, anything. Let me try and find Medusa. Hold on. I'm on the topic of gods. I'm not going to be able to get off of this for a while. But, like, seriously, there's so much. Hell, I'm pretty sure Demeter is not even in the game, and Demeter is one of the fucking Olympians. Pan is by far my favorite fucking god from anything. And Pan would be so simple to add to their fucking game. It would take almost zero effort. Literally. All they would have to do is design basic bitch satyr. And that's it. Echidna and Typhon had Orthus, Cerberus, the Lunarian Hydra, the Chimera, the Sphinx, the Nemean Lion, the Caucasian Eagle, the Laodon, Chromenian Sow, the Gorgon Sisters, Cloacan Dragon, and Scylla. Thing is, Medusa's not the only fucking one. There are 3 of them. So, if we look here, Medusa's parents. Medusa has many fucking different parents depending on what you fucking read. It's weird. Ceto and Phorcys. Medusa had 2 children. Like, there's so much. Why would you ever add Medusa to a game about any kind of Greek mythology without adding the sisters? There are 3 Gorgon sisters. It's not just Medusa. It's never just been Medusa. Like, let's look at this. There are multiple gods of the sea in the entirety of the Greek mythos. There is Poseidon, the one that everyone knows. There's Oceanus. There is Pontus. That is 3, right? Pretty fucking simple. That some of, if not all, of the Titans may have been defeated and cut up into little giblets and thrown down into Hades' domain, into fucking hell itself, and spread very thin. They are not dead. They are never dead. No one is dead except for Pan. So, that means that there's still fucking 3 ocean gods. Poseidon, Oceanus, and Pontus. There are also multiple death gods. Thanatos is the one that people know most. But there are more. There is more than one. The Keres are female death spirits, or, well, they're also gods. They're, you know, the sibling of Thanatos. But no one fucking talks about them. There are multiple earth gods. There's multiple of all of these different things. The original gods, the ones before the Titans, are both physical entities and places, according to Greek mythos, I believe. So that means that everything from Chaos to Charon to Erinyes to Tartarus are both physical entities and places. How does that work? Who the fuck knows? It is incredibly fucking stupid. Echidna and Typhon are both supposed to be places as well as entities. There's just so much here. Like, no one talks about, like, the vast majority of ancient Greek gods, or, like, anything. They talk about the Olympians, and they mention the Titans offhandedly. And when someone says anything about the Olympians, you can ask about the Olympians, and be like, who are they? And people won't fucking know. Like, they'll get the three basic ones right: Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. But Hades isn't a fucking Olympian. He's not considered an Olympian. Hell, Poseidon shouldn't even be considered a fucking Olympian. As Poseidon, guess what? Doesn't live upon Olympus. It would be so fucking weird. Like, if I look here, the ones that are considered Olympians, according to this, are Demeter, Hestia, Hera, Poseidon, Zeus, Athena, Hephaestus, Ares, Artemis, Apollo, Hermes, and Aphrodite, and Dionysus. Dionysus, Aphrodite, Hermes, Artemis, Apollo, Zeus, Athena, Hephaestus, Ares, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. All make sense. And then you look at fucking Poseidon. There's 72 range. It's just weird. Like, why would you ever consider Poseidon an Olympian? Like, if you would consider Poseidon an Olympian, you would consider Hades an Olympian. considering Poseidon an Olympian is the equivalent of considering a fucking Zeus, a fucking Nyctian god. Yeah, okay. So, according to this page here, the Etruscan god Aita and the Roman gods Dispater and Orcus were taken as equivalent to Hades, which all four of them, Aita, Dispater, Orcus, and Hades, merged into Pluto, a Latination of Pluton. A euphemistic title typically given to Hades. Basically, Rome was like, you know your god? You know our two gods and ancient Greeks' god? We're just gonna take all four of them and call them Pluto. It's... people think that it's simple, like, oh, Hades is just Pluto. That's pretty simple. No, it's not just Hades. There are multiple gods. There are multiple gods that have taken on the name of Pluto. Pluto is basically like a title, like Erinyes is a title. The Erinyes are three sisters who punish wrongdoers when they get to hell, depending on the severity of their crime. Right? So, yeah. It's weird to say, no, Pluto is just Hades. No, it really fucking isn't. It is weird. I believe Zeus is the oldest, Poseidon is the middle child, and Hades the youngest. I know that Hades is the youngest. But I believe it's Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, right? Hades wields a bidon, a two-pronged spear. Poseidon is depicted wielding a trident, a three-pronged spear. And Zeus is depicted wielding lightning, the equivalent of a one-pronged spear, basically, right? So basically, the firstborn is such a jackass. He also wields a one-pronged spear. Poseidon, the secondborn, wields a three-pronged spear for some reason, and Hades wields a two-pronged. If they were going for symbolism, they would reverse Hades and Poseidon. But then again, it's still like... Yeah, okay. So, the god of the underworld in the Etruscan religion, the god of fertile agriculture and mineral wealth, the punisher of broken oaths, and Hades, the god of the underworld, were combined into Pluto. So Pluto is a combination of two gods of the underworld, a punisher of evildoers, and a god of agriculture. Pluto is a name for four gods, of which only two share anything. I am very confused how Dispater actually was made into Pluto with Hades and Aita and Orcus. Because that's really fucking weird. Because it's very much the odd one out. Like, a bunch of this shit does not make sense. Ah yes, Dispater, otherwise known as Rex Infernus, a Roman god of the underworld, somehow, is originally associated with fertile agricultural land and mineral wealth. And since those minerals come from underground, he's equated with Hades and Orcus. God, that is one of, if not the stupidest thing that I've heard all day. And I've heard some pretty stupid bullshit. That would be like saying Pan is Hades. Pan, this fucking lecher of a fucking god, and agriculture and the wilderness, is totally the equivalent of Hades because, yes, land and land. Yes, that makes sense. What? That is the stupidest thing I've heard. Yeah. And back to the whole Smite discussion. Smite has a Greek god called Discordia. They do not have Harmonia or Concordia. Concordia and Harmonia are the Greek and Roman equivalents of each other, right? Well, the Greek and Roman equivalent of Discordia is Eris. They are counterparts. Eris and Discordia are counterparts to Concordia and Harmonia. So it's like, there's 3 more gods for you to add. Why are you still adding fucking random bullshit that doesn't matter and that isn't a fucking god? Deimos, god of dread and terror. Son of Ares and Aphrodite. Brother of Phobos and Deimos. How the fuck is Deimos brother of Deimos? What? Also, why is it Heracles? I thought that Hercules was the Greek one and Heracles is the Roman. Well, no, it's the other way around, evidently. Heracles is the original. Hercules is the knockoff. Got it. Heracles, born Alcaeus, or Alcides, was a divine hero in Greek mythology, the son of Zeus and Acclamene, and the foster son of Amphitryon. He was the great grandson and half-brother of Perseus, and similarly a half-brother of Dionysus. He was the greatest Greek hero. Where the fuck's Perseus? I don't see anything about Perseus in here. That's weird. So they mention Perseus, and it's just completely fucking missing. I'm still using that same old fucking Wikipedia family tree bullshit for the Greek mythos, which is completely fucking, it's just incomplete. Like, you look at Heracles and see that it mentions Perseus, but Perseus isn't even here. The great-grandson and half-brother of Perseus. By that logic, Perseus would be the father of Cronus, or the grandfather of Acclamene. There's a lot of weird shit in Greek mythos that makes no sense, and there's a lot of missing fucking pieces. Eunomia, minor goddess of law and legislation. As well as the springtime goddess of green pastures. Most accounts, the daughter of Themis and Zeus. Dysnomia is the counterpart. Where's Dysnomia? I don't see Dysnomia literally anywhere. Dysnomia is not even here. And I bet if I... Okay, Eris is probably somewhere, because Eris... Yeah, Eris is very much there, because Eris is very much a primordial deity in the Greek mythos. Which makes sense. But then again, why does... Okay, so if I hover over half of these, Hermaphroditus is basically just a god, but that's a hermaphrodite. Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's more story to than that, but I don't think that I should say that on Twitch and or YouTube. But yeah, there's a lot of like counterparts this, counterparts that, half-brother this, half-brother that, brother this, brother that, sister this, sister that, mother this, mother that, brother, father this, father that, and then like these aren't anywhere on here. It's like Heracles, half-brother of Perseus. Perseus isn't anywhere on here. Eunomia, counterpart of Dysnomia. Dysnomia is nowhere on here. It's weird. Hell, I'm pretty sure Zagreus was on here, but now I can't find him. Yeah, Zagreus is completely fucking missing. I mean, it would be very hard to pinpoint Zagreus since there's like 5 different accounts of where he's from. But still, Zagreus isn't mentioned on here at all. They have the forethought to be like, oh yeah, Aphrodite's got 2 different accounts of where she belongs on this family tree. We'll just put her in both and put a little note next to it. So Aphrodite is both a primordial deity and an Olympian. There are 2 major conflicting stories for Aphrodite's origins. The Hesiod, in his Theogony, claims that she was born from the foam of the sea after Cronus castrated Uranus, making her Uranus's daughter. Homer, in the Iliad, has Aphrodite as the daughter of Zeus and Dione. And then, according to Plato, both of those different Aphrodites are completely fucking different, being Aphrodite Urania and Aphrodite Pandemos. So it's like, which one do you believe? I would say just go with fucking Plato and call it Urania and Pandemos. They're both fucking Aphrodite. If you use their last names that Plato mentions, then you have no confusion anymore. But then everyone's like, wait, where'd Aphrodite go? Because no one knows about this shit. But like, if you're gonna try and show us this shit, you could either use the full long name of Aphrodite Pandemos and Aphrodite Urania, or you could just, go with the last name and put a little note next to both of them. And then another one, Eros. There are 2 different things for Eros. One says that Eros is a primordial deity, the deity of desire. Another one says that Eros, in Hesiod's Theogony, it places them as the primordial deity, which came after Chaos, because Chaos is the first. But then you look and it's like, oh, there's another story where Eros is the son of Aphrodite and Ares. Like, there's so fucking much here. You go look into Pan, and there's multiple different other things. Other gods and goddesses that are mentioned with Pan. Like Echo, Arcadia, Syrinx. Echo, Arcadia, and Syrinx are literally nowhere in this family tree. They are nymphs. Nymphs are related to gods. That means that they should be here. Like, they could at least do what they did with the Erinyes or the Hesperides. right here, the Hesperides, there's a little note here. Hesiod puts Nyx as the mother of the Hesperides, and then on top of that, that's in the theogony, and then they are the daughters of Nyx and Erebus, of Atlas and Hesperides, and Hesperius, sorry, of Phorcys and Ceto, and Zeus and Themis. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different accounts of where these fuckers came from. All differing. Some have more saying that they're from one. But like, my issue is this. Why can't you do what you did with the Erinyes, the Gigantes, all of these different things? Why can't you have one word for all of these? Then you could easily be like Echidna and Typhon, and then just put like monsters. That would include so fucking many things. It would include Cerberus, the Hydra, everything. Most, if not all, of the Greek monsters come from Typhon and Echidna, making them equal to, if not greater than, the Titans. Technically speaking, as well, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. So here's my question. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Zeus, god of the sky, lightning, thunder, law, order, and justice. Okay, so here's the question. So that means that before Zeus and his brothers went and murdered the Titans, that would mean that he would only have been the god of law, order, and justice. Which is pretty fucking funny, coming from Zeus. Zeus would break more laws than he would uphold. It's fucking weird. Cronus and Rhea have 3 daughters and sons: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. Zeus is the youngest of the 6. Zeus, the youngest of Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades. Also the one with the biggest ego of them all. It's fucking weird. But like, if you look at it, before Zeus ascends and murders the Titans, that would mean that his only god roles would be over law, order, and justice, which make like 0 sense for Zeus. horns. That one. Horn. That one. Three noted uncut diamond. That's nice. Anyway, back to what I was saying. There's so much stupid bullshit here. There are 3,000 Oceanids. It would not make sense for them to name all 3,000 of them in, you know, just this one family tree. That would not make sense. So they compressed it down into a single name, Oceanids. Why can't they do that with the other things, where there's like astronomically too many to name? Instead, they just leave it out. Which is very stupid. There's so much just listed here. And there's so much that's just missing. It's really fucking sad to see. Anyway. I'm running out of shit to talk about now. The references for this fucking entire thing is the Hesiod Theogony, Homer's Iliad, Plato's Symposium, Hyginus's Fabulae Preface, Cicero's De Naturatorium, Hyginus De Astronomica, Diodorus Siculus, Apollonius of Rhodes, Euripides Hippolytus, and I have no clue how to say that last one. I've probably failed to mention like most of these. Oh, no wonder it's incomplete. No wonder it's incomplete. It's incomplete because they're using this very wrong fucking website for their information. And they have a link to it at the bottom of the page. The page links Greek gods, has their family tree laid out really fucking odd, and then it puts their Roman equivalent names next to it as well. But it makes absolutely no fucking sense. If your goal is to accurately depict it, you don't compress it, because compressing it, one, is not going to make it easier to understand, and for two, is going to mean that you're going to leave shit out that should be there. It's really hard to actually actively go and get everything right. Like, they have most of, if not every source that we currently have today at their disposal. So leaving out like fucking 25 to 30% of the gods, and then leaving out like most of their children as well, even if they're only demigods, is completely just, it's stupid. Like, no one seems to care at the moment. But, like, it's really, really obvious when you know what's where for most of, or even just some of, the things that are missing. There's no mention of literally anything between Typhon and Echidna, which is like one of the most fucking noteworthy events in Greek mythos. If Typhon and Echidna did not have children, then there would have been no Linnarian Hydra, there would have been no Nemean Lion, there would have been nothing at all. There would be no monsters to slay, no heroes to be made. There would be no Cerberus for Hades. There would be no Orthus, no Sphinx, no Chimera, no anything. Completely forgetting that it happened, just, it's baffling, because it just erases like half of the mythos, half of the stories. It's weird. It's not something that should happen. It would be one thing if it was only a handful, not if it was hundreds. Like, yeah, I get it. That family tree, yeah, you've condensed it down so that it's easily understandable to most people. But on top of that, you have shit like the Oceanids, which consist of 3,000 plus fucking gods. Which is fine. You should not include 3,000 individual names unless you're going to, you know, not condense anything. But then again, if you're gonna do that, why can't you condense down Echidna and Typhon's fucking children? Echidna and Typhon, single-handedly responsible for almost every single notable enemy in existence during the Greek time. If someone came telling you stories of some, let's say, flying snake that breathed fire like a dragon, it would probably be fucking equated to Echidna and Typhon. Literally anything that was a monster was equated to Echidna and Typhon. So, the only one that isn't, that I can think of off the top of my head, other than Medusa, the Gorgon sisters, is Asterius, the bull, the Minotaur of the Labyrinth. That is it. And that's only because Asterius is the result of fucking Poseidon messing with humans. I'm out of shit to say at this point. Yeah, I'll probably end my fucking stream here. I've run out of things to say, and I don't think anyone wants to hear me go on about how shitty Smite is. And how shitty fucking that goddamn family tree. It's the best one that I've been able to find, but how shitty it is. It's fucking missing most of it, and it's annoying me so fucking much. And if I keep going, I'm gonna talk about it for the next few fucking hours. This is gonna be one of my last kills. We're gonna look at what I've earned. So the total value of everything that I have is worth 5 mil. Now, I should have about a mil, or 1.5 mil lower than what this says, so we should be pretty nice. But I doubt that I'll earn that much by selling this, because that's also including selling my nature rings. But yeah, this is my last ogre. If I continue to go, I'm gonna continue to fucking bitch about Greek gods and Roman gods just being fucking missing. I don't give a damn if the rise of Christianity tried to destroy all the fucking Roman mythos. Rome had their own fucking gods. They may have merged them with others, like Hades with fucking 2 of their gods to make Pluto, and 1 of someone else's gods to make Pluto. But like, no, I need to stop. I'm just gonna end it. Or I'm gonna keep going for fucking ever.